Hello everyone. Super long time no see. Um, I don't know, I disappeared, but I'm back now and I want to do some different videos than what I've done previously. As you may or may not be able to tell from my background, I love Pokemon, like obsessed. Several tattoos that you can't see right now, but at least you'll see that one while we film. And there's just so much that I want to talk about, and there's just such a right now it's a little bit, there's a lot of scalpers, there's a lot of bad blood, a lot of Pokemon's getting bad press right now. But we can just not focus on those people. We can focus on the real and genuine community that still exists and is out there, and we can all be friends together. And so that's what we're here for. And let's just get started. So first of all, I just wanted to show you guys these cute little earrings that one of my really good friends got me. She currently lives in Germany, military. But she went to Korea, and you can see, and she just got these for me. And I love that none of them match. Like, this Pikachu face is different than this Pikachu face because it's winking, and then you've got the tail and the Pokeball. I just love them. I typically wear these every day because there's no post in the back, so I sleep in them and they're super comfortable. But sometimes when I feel like being funky, I pull these out. But these were just literally sitting right in front of me, and so I wanted to show you guys. I have them propped up on my mirror so that I can just look at them even when I'm not wearing them. Another thing that I wanted to say right off the bat, not sponsored, nothing is sponsored. City Lips is what I'm wearing right now, and this is in pink nude. I couldn't remember if it was pink nude or nude pink, but it's pink nude, and it's a very opaque color. It's kind of like a your lips but better situation, but it is very opaque. So if you have darker lips than me, it would give a lot of color. If you have lighter lips than me, it would give you this color. Sometimes when I'm feeling fancy, I follow it up with the Revlon, I think this is just nude. Yes, Revlon Nude lip liner. And I just do a line out and around, and I don't really blend it because as the gloss like melts in, it's going to blend by itself. So nude, Revlon, pink nude, City Lips. This is my current favorite lip combo. However, sometimes I don't like wearing gloss because it is kind of sticky, and I swear to you, I have sensory issues and I can't. So on the days that I don't want to, this is the wrong one. But Charlotte Tilbury has Pillow Talk. It's like her super famous, maybe possibly her original, just the OG Pillow Talk. She now has like different levels of darkness. Just the regular Pillow Talk is my perfect lip color, and this is what the tubes look like. This one is red, so when I'm feeling bold, this is my all-time favorite red lipstick, and it looks fantastic on me, if I do say so myself. So yes, not red. Pillow Talk is my favorite lipstick, and then pink nude is my favorite lip gloss, and then just nude is my favorite lip liner. So I didn't actually mean to get into any of that today, but here we go, just a little bonus content for you, okay? So now, I just wanted to go through some of my Pokemon cards. Hey, so I should have made this disclaimer to start out with, and I didn't, so we're gonna do it now. I don't have any fancy equipment. I have my phone magneted to a mirror, and I'm just talking in front of that so that you can, the lights and all of that. I don't have a microphone. I don't at this exact moment know how to edit videos, which is why I never really have, which is also a big reason why I haven't made videos, because I feel like nobody really wants truly raw content, you know. So I'm in my Pokemon room, sanctuary, whatever you want to call it. My husband just interrupted me, which is totally fine, real life. And my door is closed, and this door hasn't been closed in years. I don't know. We just never do close this door. We've got a baby gate up for the dogs. So it's quite possible that my little girl doggo, her name is Snap, and she's only got 3 legs. It's quite possible that you're going to hear scratching at the door because Mama's in here and she's out there, and she's not going to understand that. And because the door's closed, she can't just come in and hang with me. So yeah, I'm going to try and figure out how to edit this video so that I can put the last one that I was just talking and then had to stop and this one together and keep it moving. So the reason that I want to talk to you guys about Pokemon, and specifically my Pokemon cards and going through them, is I have loved Pokemon since it first came to America when I was just a little chitlin, okay? Now, my love for it at the time was very card heavy, card focused. I did watch the anime on TV as it was being released because I was a child when that happened. I loved stuffed animals growing up, so I would assume that I had some plush and stuff, but I can't remember, like nothing sticks out. Excuse me. I don't know. It was very, very, very card heavy was my love for it. Sadly, tragically, I cannot find any of those cards. I can vividly in my mind remember what my binder looked like. I had two, and I had the little red one that had like the button enclosure. And I think they had three. They had a Pikachu one, a blue one, and a red one. I want to just obviously say that it was Bulbasaur and Charmander on the other, but like I don't remember because I also feel like they switched colors. So regardless, some of you are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. And I can't find those binders, and I'm very sad about it. I can also promise you that if I did find those binders, those cards would not be in good condition. But YOLO. So, I had those cards, and then I played Pokemon Pinball. So when I was growing up, I actually didn't play the Pokemon games. I had a Game Boy, probably Game Boy Advance, I don't know. I had whatever could play Pokemon Pinball on it. And it was like rumble, like it would vibrate because there was like an extra cartridge, there was an extra battery part on the cartridge. It was funny. And that was pretty much what I played. And I just had that game and I played it over and over and over again. We never had a Nintendo. We never had like any of that growing up. We had like PlayStation and other stuff. Basically, I am the youngest of four, and we would have like a gaming system and all of us would share it. But what basically happened was that my brother had the gaming system. So we would get the systems that would fit his games. Okay, but several years ago now, over 10, hold up, might be closer to 15, a long time ago, I could not sleep. I've kind of always struggled with sleeping issues, but it got real bad, and I discovered ASMR, and somehow I clicked on a Pokemon Pinball ASMR video, and it brought back all the memories and all the nostalgia, and I was freaking obsessed. And then I think that was the first thing that I saw, and it might have been from the same video creator. I don't know who they are off the top of my head because it's obviously that was a long time ago. I'll have to try and look it up and see if I can put it in the description. But she also did card videos, and I freaking loved them. And then woof, there we go. My re-love, my spark was born. Please hold, I'm thirsty. And I've been an avid collector ever since then. Now, originally in my avid collection, I was very financially irresponsible, as you can probably tell. However, in the last few years, I've gotten much better. So we don't put any Pokemon stuff on credit cards. We don't put anything, actually. My husband and I, we've spent the last few years doing that. We don't put anything on credit cards, but definitely no fun stuff like this. Nothing goes on credit cards. Nothing is debt. Nothing is what we can't afford. So just know that. So, and I also have zero, I'm just a little nobody starting up my little channel. And so that's totally fine. So the Pokemon Center is not going to be sending me anything. So this is not the place for you to come if you're expecting to see me rip 36 packs of whatever just came out, or rip 100 or whatever. They're not sending me anything, and mama doesn't have that kind of money, especially because you can't find anything at retail price right now, and you have to pay the scalpers if you're going to pay, which I'm not. So this, we're just gonna have a little Pokemon journey together, okay? And see what we see as life evolves. Wasn't that funny? I kind of want to change my name to like Trainer Jenna because I think that'd be hilarious, but I also am probably going to talk about things other than Pokemon, so that's why I just did all the things. Anyways, you guys, I'm so ADD, so for those of you that are still here, thank you. For those of you that actually enjoy my content and have told me that you've missed me and wanted me to come back, thank you. What you see is what you get. This is just who I am. So let's dig in. Okay. I just told you that I've been collecting again for a long time, so I have a fair amount of cards. And when we were in our old house, I had them all organized. I had done them by type, and then I did them, I honestly kind of forget, but I had like a very specific binder system, right? And it would take me hours and hours and hours and hours a time just to organize like that section. And then for some reason it made me mad. Oh, it made me mad because I had to keep changing it. As I kept collecting cards, well, now there's more of this type and you can't just insert a page. So now you had to like take all these cards out and then shift everything. Listen, I wasn't made for that. I was not made for that. It was not for me, honey. And so then I was like, well, what's the actual best way of organizing? So that's how we came to today's video, because there are 4, I want to say. I'm sure that there's more, but there's a few core standard ways that the majority of people organize their cards and organize their binders. And sometime in the last few years, I just found my binders again recently, my OCD brain said, no, everybody else out there is wrong, and this is how you should do it. And then, because I was so stressed about it, I put them away, my binders. And then recently I was like, I know that I have more binders than this. And so I unearthed them, and it took me a minute to see how I had organized them, because it didn't immediately make sense, because it definitely wasn't by type. It wasn't by set. It wasn't by all the popular things. Okay. Some people do it based on like, here's all of my full art cards. Here's all of my special illustration rares. Here's master sets. So each, like, I'm going to look at one. That one was a promo, so I didn't have it on there. Most cards say like card 1 out of 255. So then when they do the master set, they collect the whole set of whatever that set of cards was, and then put them in number order, because that's how Pokemon like intended them, released them, whatever. That's how the booklet comes in the Elite Trainer boxes, ETBs. I didn't do that either. There were so many people do it by type, by Pokemon number itself, because each Pokemon has their own number. Lots of different types. What I had happened to do is I did it faux alphabetically. So Abra, at the time that I did this, and possibly still, listen, there's so many Pokemon, I can't keep up at this point, but Abra was alphabetically the first Pokemon. But I'm not going to go from Abra to the next one, because then where's his evolutionary line? So I did Abra, evolutionary line, next Pokemon, evolutionary line, and on we go. So if you are trying to find a specific card in my collection, you have to think, what was the first Pokemon in its evolutionary line? And then you'll be able to find it, because from there it's alphabetical. Okay? Made a lot of sense to me at the time. Personally, now I crack up at it. When I found these the other day, I almost had a panic attack. I'll be completely honest, because I was like, do I have to completely redo this? Like, this is stupid. Nobody out there organizes like this. But then the longer I thought about it, I was like, this actually still makes a whole lot of sense. In my brain, this still makes sense to me. And now if I'm looking for a card, I'm going to know exactly where to find it. So as of right now, we're going to keep it. And as of right now, I'm going to show you how it works and what it looks like. So this little thing first that I'm about to show you has nothing to do with my binders, but it's real freaking cute. And it's just, I wanted to bring it and show you guys. Okay, isn't it so cute? I'm going to try and get it for you to see this. So the Paldean Fates might be my favorite. It's definitely my favorite collection as of late. It's my favorite, most recent collection. This is based off of that. This is based off of the shinies in the background. I love shiny Pokemon. I love Quaxly, but I love Quaxly. I love Fuecoco. He's the biggest derp ever. Sprigatito has attitude, so I'm with you on that. But little Quaxly has my heart. So he's the box that I bought that came with this. And the back is cool too. Actually, this whole thing is cool. This is like legit plastic. This is not one of those little cardboard stands or anything like that. So I thought this was really cool. So outside of binders, I just wanted to show you that because I had it. Excuse me. Good Lord, you guys. I'm so sorry. And then this binder that I'm about to show you has very little in it, and it's not alphabetically sorted. It's my Pikachu binder for just Pikachu. because Pikachu is actually my fave. I know it's cliche. I know they're like, whatever, if Pikachu's your favorite Pokemon, that's just because you don't know Pokemon. False. I just still love Pikachu, okay? What I will tell you is, I don't know why it wigs me out so much that the strap regularly sits in the front and you have to pull it to the back. I guess that makes sense because then when it's closed, like the front is all pretty, but it's like counter every journal and notebook that you ever buy, and so it just wigs me out. I think at the time that I bought this, I was obsessed with it, and it is really cute, but I don't know how I feel about the quality of it. I just don't know. I don't know, but it's Ultra Pro. They're definitely not bad binders. Per the internet machine, I think they used to be like the gold standard of binders, and they are not anymore. And it doesn't zip or anything. It just has this guy, and maybe that's why. Maybe I just prefer zippy binders now, because then it's just more protected, and this, you can still get your dust, you can still have water damage, like all the things. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys, and I don't know how to do this. We'll figure it out together. Maybe I need to scoot back a little bit, but oh, I also don't have any special lighting. This is just the lights that are on the mirror that I'm sitting in front of. But you guys, look. Isn't Pikachu just the best? These two, I had separate Japanese booster boxes that my husband bought me years and years ago. We were in our old house. And I still have the cardboard outside of them because they were so cool. It was the first Japanese stuff that I'd ever gotten. So I love those. I also just love the cosplay Pikachus, like, in general. Oh my gosh. But Pikachu is just the best. I love the freaking birthday Pikachu. This was the quintessential card growing up. Like, you guys. How freaking cute. And, like, I'm trying to see what I'm showing you. Little Sylveon's in there. I just love her. She's my favorite evolution. I love all the evolutions, but she's my favorite. Then we've got some more. I love this one. We've got some more cosplay Pikachus. Look at the freaking pink Ditto one. It's like not actually in a Ditto transformation, but not actually Ditto either. Like, it's just so weird. Freaking love it. Chunky Pikachu from when we were chitlins. Little Pichu. He can still count. Yeah, these are just my Pikachu cards. So that's it. I actually have more. I found them last night when I was sorting through literally thousands of cards that had not previously been sorted. But I only just have a few more to add to that. So it's my little Pikachu specific binder is just going to grow and grow as we evolve on our Pokemon journey together. So cheers. Follow me for that. But then I have 4 more binders that look like this, and I just dropped it. This. I've got 2 of these and 2 of these, and these are both, I think these are still both, yeah, they're both Ultra Pro. And so these binders are the ones that are faux alphabetical. So the 2 that are lightest are the first alphabetically. So they start with A. And see, oh, and this one like does not stay open. You have to hold it open. But see, we've got Abra, and then we've got Kadabra, but then we have Aerodactyl. So he's next in the Pokemon alphabet as per the cards that I had at the time that I made these binders. Okay. So then we have Aerodactyl again, and then we've got, that goes with, the trainers should have probably been in a separate spot, and I think they might be later on, but because that is a Aerodactyl Old Amber, I put it with the Aerodactyls. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then we've got our Aggron, and then Apom. So it's like mostly alphabetical, but if you're looking for Kadabra, you gotta think of Abra first, okay? And so then just here we go. I feel like I am not going to show you these full binders because I need to think of a better way of doing this because this is ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. I love it. So then we've got Bagon and then Shelgon, but then we go back to Baltag, right? Because alphabetically, that's what made sense to me at the time. So, I mean, these are full. These 4 binders, it just keeps going. Well, that's a fun one. So I'm going to show you while we have it open to that. This little one right here with this little guy running, and he's got his little, it looks like a devil. Looks like he's got like a pitchfork or something. I don't think it's supposed to be that, but it just makes me laugh. So I just thought I'd show you that while I had it. Let's see, anything else special for today? If you guys have watched the anime in recent years, Drampa is just like the perfect little grandpa guy, and he's going to take care of you, and he's going to make sure that your kids are okay. And if you forget them at the park, he's going to babysit them the whole day. And then when you come back, you're going to be like, thank you. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay. See now, there we go. So then I got to the Eevees. So then when I got to the Eevees, that meant I got to the Eeveelutions, and I freaking love them. So does the whole world. But look at that one. Like, that one's really pretty. And then we've got just a couple more pages of some Eeveelutions. Look it, I forgot that I had that, you guys. This is why you have to re-go through your binders. This is why you just listen. Pokemon collecting is supposed to be fun, okay? Don't let the scalpers ruin it. Don't let lack of money ruin it. Be grateful for what you have, be content with what you have, and just put together a wish list. And then just as you journey through life, just, oh, I got to pick up one more little thing. Oh, I got to pick up another. But the problem is when you lose yourself into it, you can suddenly convince yourself that paying scalpers is what you have to do. Don't do that. But you can also, this is what I did, so that's why I'm saying it. When I made this faux alphabetical 4 binders, I got so stressed by trying to make it perfect and just, well, my card collection has to be perfect. It doesn't look like anybody else's, like da-da-da-da-da. Then I forget what I have. Can you imagine the straight up sheer joy I had when I pulled that card? And then I put it in a chest and forgot about it. Don't do that. Don't be like me. Just treasure your stuff and use it and love it and look at it all the time. Okay? So that's going to be your lesson for today. See, trainer Jenna. She's training you already. So Umbreon, I used to have a car called Umbreon. I actually used to have a car with a Pikachu license plate, and it got stolen. And literally the license plate was Pikachu, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that nobody had that and that you got it. But then, as I said, it got stolen, and then the police put it on the news and Facebook and stuff to be like, hey, if you see this car, da-da-da-da-da. And everybody was so hateful. I had so many comments saying that I should off myself because that was my license plate and that I deserved to have it be stolen because that was my license plate, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up having to get a new car, and I just couldn't bring myself to make the license plate the same because there was all this active, currently happening negative press about that license plate. But also, I just had this weird fear that even though it was a new car and not registered as stolen, somebody would still pull me over and be like, you stole this car. So I just changed, and I had an Umbreon license plate. And so for a long time, Umbreon wasn't my favorite. Sylveon was. But for a long time, I had a special place in my heart and affinity for Umbreon. And I do love her. I know that that one's the boy and Sylveon's the girl, but they can all be both. Okay, it's totally fine. So yes, so this was just kind of a random little video to reintroduce myself to you guys. As I said, bear with me. I will try and figure out how to edit this. I will try and not have background noise and this, that, and the other, but I'm literally just using my phone. Nothing fancy, no microphones, nothing. So, yeah, this is just going to be a real authentic channel, okay? And we're just going to work through it together in this journey that we call life. So, thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.